So Lola and I are doing the North Country Trail today. We started at Harvey Bridge, which is a little north of Mesick, I guess. We're gonna hike up to the Highbanks Rollway. So just an out and back. It's been raining pretty much non-stop everywhere for the past 10 days. So it's very damp. Bugs aren't too bad yet. So I'll take that. So super interesting thing here. It looks like a fungus, but it's actually a plant. It's a parasitic plant, so it lacks the ability to photosynthesize and it actually latches on to tree roots, and that's how it gets its nutrients. I forget what it's called, but pretty cool. Old Indian Trail, Cadillac to Traverse City. It's interesting. And a dog grave. Aw, oh, two. Ozzy and Bandit. There's a nice little creek down here. I think this is Anderson Creek. So I was hoping to camp somewhere around Anderson Creek. Supposedly there is a campsite nearby. So I'll check it out. I'd kind of like to stay at that campsite that I saw in the Manistee that's a little bit more open, because I worry that this might have a lot of bugs. Sure is pretty though. Very nice. Morning, Lola. You're up early. You should really sleep in. Hmm? We had quite the rainstorm last night. It was pouring rain, wasn't it, Lola? I was a little worried because that's the first time this tent's been in the rain, but it seems like it did pretty good. I didn't notice any leaks or anything. So, other than that, it was a quiet night, just really humid. According to my weather app, it was 100% humidity, so it's really sticky right now. You can see all the wetness on the tent. I don't think my shoes are dried out. My socks are still probably wet. Yep. It's just gonna be a wet day. Right, Lola? You ready to get up? You hungry? Okay, let's go. Check out this slick little deal. So my tent is obviously soaking wet. I brought a garbage bag to stuff it in, but My method of packing is to take my tent and just shove it in any void that's in my backpack and just kind of fill those spaces. So if it's in a garbage bag, I can't do that. So the only thing that I'm really worried about getting wet was my quilt. So I wrapped my quilt in my raincoat here because it's not supposed to rain today, but now it probably will because I did this. And that'll keep my quilt nice and dry and still allow me to stuff my tent in my normal manner and fill the void so I can save space. Turned out pretty nice. All right, day 2. So today the plan is to backpack 4-ish miles and find a dispersed site. There should be one around there. After 4 miles, the bank goes up quite a bit. There's quite a cliff between the river and the trail. So I'd have quite the climb. Lola! To get down to the river. So I'm going to set up camp there, and then we're going to slack pack a few more miles, hopefully to the Highbanks Rollway. So total, it should be a little more than 10 miles out there and then back to our site again. So everything is wet today. It's very damp and humid. My shoes are wet, my socks are wet. Lola's pack is soaked, but all the important stuff, I guess, is dry. My sleeping bag and the majority of my clothes. So we'll do all right. It's supposed to be mostly sunny today, so I'm hoping that it'll burn off some of that humidity and our stuff can dry out. Looks like we got some car campers with a nice little rope swing to swing into the river. Ooh, there's a lot of washout here. I don't know if I would trust that rope swing. I don't think you'd make it. Lola. So we set up camp, found a little place in a meadow, and now we're slack packing. Well, I'm slack packing. Lola is graciously carrying our food and her water. I'm carrying my own water. So she's a trooper. Check out this view. Horseshoe Bend over there. Gorgeous. So pretty. for a little break on the trail. Figured this is a nice view. So we're having our lunch. Lola's eating flies, but she already had her lunch. And I'm having mine and trying to let my shoes and socks dry out a little bit, hopefully, because it is moist. Look what I just found. See that? Those are wild strawberries. There's a few of them. See them? They don't look quite done yet. This one might be. Yeah. These a little overripe. Yep. That's good. They're just like your store-bought strawberries, but more tart and a little more seedy. But they're yummy. See all this little stuff? This is wild spearmint, and if you break it off, kind of crush the leaves and then smell them, it smells just like spearmint. I think you can make tea out of it and drink it. It smells good though. It's our last day. We just got to hike back to Harvey Bridge. Lola seems to be all kinds of riled up today. You'd think she'd be tired from all the walking we did yesterday, but apparently not. Lots of deer track everywhere here. Haven't actually seen any deer. Seen lots of even baby deer prints. It's a nice temperature today. Should be a quick, easy hike. We made